Okay.
Hello everybody, I'm back, and we're back with some Hades. So I'm saving up some keys so I can buy the spear. I played with it a little bit in my previous save. It is a pretty good weapon. It not only feels good to play, I think the blessings that the other weapons get that are not your basic sword are all more involved. They require more thought in my part, and I like that. Even if I'm kind of fond of the way the basic sword plays, like the way you drift ever so slightly if you're pressing movement while attacking. I think that's a pretty good thing that I don't think the other weapons replicate as nearly as well, and this feels really good. You're basically like slashing on ice on an icy ground, and you're drifting ever so slightly. This is very useful for movement because it interacts with your other ways of movement. And I'm not talking about just the dash attack. But enough preamble and like Mimi, let's just go for it. Again and again and again, baby. And
Looks like a Daedalus hammer.
oh yeah, the Daedalus hammer is very good.
Enchantments from my
It
weapon.
just simply gives no longer knocks over. See, the Daedalus hammer is pretty good because it gives new attributes to your actual basic abilities. And the way this works is, as you can see, it's very intuitive. I always take armor breakers because while armor is a cool mechanic for enemies, it is extremely annoying. So, you know, enemies hiding behind scenery is actually more common than you realize. It has, but to be fair, I should have seen that coming since Hades has pretty involved background art that melds into the actual environment pretty seamlessly. More of those skulls and those basic witch enemies, not very cool, not very impressive.
Goddess Athena.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time, and Zeus refuses to explain. Something transpired between the two of them. Perhaps you know better than I.
So Athena has this theming on her abilities that they give deflect, that they strengthen with deflect, and that they interact with each other and stack. So if you get multiple deflect things off at once, they can stack on top of each other. And I think that's pretty neat game design over there. Now, a small criticism. This looks way too similar to the Zeus one that gives you thunder powers. Way too similar. Sorry, it's a little distracting. However, the effects, like the actual effects when you reflect something, they are different, they are way different. They're clearly unique, but the way the initial attack looks like, not that cool. And also, another perk of the game design is that you can't stack blessings on the same attack. You can only get one attack upgrade, boom, only one normal attack upgrade, boom. Of course, if you have an attack upgrade boom and a dash attack upgrade boom, they both stack, and they have to choose one effect to go with. They don't make new unique effects for the combinations, which I think is both a missed opportunity, because I do want to have runs where I just stack the triangle button to the point where it's absolutely bonkers, but I do nothing else. But I understand why they chose that. It limits game design space and allows you to have more meaningful interaction with the single blessing you have. There's also blessing levels. I don't like them. I don't like basic stat increases in games like this. Even more so when it's relegated to booms. I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. I want like meaningful interaction other than your number literally going higher. They should have given like a list of properties of the blessing and made one of them better or worse off. Like a trade-off, like your special attack goes way faster but it no longer knocks enemies away. I know that at that point I'm basically describing the Daedalus hammer, but that just means the Daedalus hammer is much better than the upgrade boom system.
nests.
Those enemies are pretty annoying, they spawn bombs, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Super armor! Look. One might think that just because I picked up the anti-armor boom that I hate armor enemies. No, I think they're like pretty good game design. However, it is even better game design that I can pick any specific boom to bypass it. Like, both of those things are good decisions.
Brimstones.
Putting super armor enemies in the game and letting me pick booms that nullify them.
In the name of Hades.
Of course, blessing from the same gods, you know, play off each other in stack. Aside from someone's. See, this biting light, it makes the ones that I deflect basically break the super armor of my enemies. And that's pretty good, but I'm a basic bitch, so I'd rather get just extra damage. Oh, hello there.
Tombstone. Just great.
I played that pretty badly.
Hey, you're not alone. You're not alone down there, okay? Here, let me show you.
The dead had better hide.
I don't like booms about my cast. I just don't think they're pretty, I just don't think they're high impact enough before I get my cast upgrades. However, after I get my cast upgrades, they're kind of base. So, you know. Push and pull, push and pull. Ow. Am I really going to die with like the best blasting combination possible?
What do we have
Wow,
here?
I'm so bad. Anyway. Oh, here's the first time this is happening.
Wretches of the
I
underworld,
kinda talked about
this is your
it
chance.
in the last part, but like, Hades is going to be so petty. And that's fine, but it's really funny. Like, it's not threatening at all, it's just hilarious. Oh yeah! I bought this. I forgot that I bought this. I was just about to buy in this random run and I didn't even know.
Enough.
Peace and quiet. What I wouldn't give for, say, a healing flask of some sort.
This is a Dark Souls reference, of course, because Dark Souls is one of the most influential games in, what, the last 10 years or so? It came out into 2011, 2010, so yeah.
Dust.
You see, the way encounter design shapes out in Hades, one might think that it's like repetitive, but once you're actually playing it, it turns out that it's just... It feels very natural because 3 witches and 2 glob enemies play completely different than like 1 witch, 2 glob enemies, 2 skulls, and one of the special witches that does triple shots. Like, they may look very similar on the surface, but due to the layout of the map, the traps, and the way the procedurally generated map shakes out, they actually play very differently. And of course, that's not even counting the special abilities that you get and how they affect gameplay. I just think that's neat. Boom. I'm forgetting my boom, of course, because I'm bad with the cast. Like,
A bottle of nectar.
I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks.
Must be the
Oh,
fountain
hey.
chamber I commissioned back at home.
That's cool.
Refreshing.
A place of calm and respite, whilst perhaps unimaginable in the underworld, occasionally is to be found in...
And not a moment too soon.
I like the... Okay, now here's why I don't like the boom upgrade system. We have money for something that I don't even know when we'll get, like, a store, unless I defeat Magrieth. And then there's the boom upgrade, which is guaranteed. I get to pick which one upgrades, since there are only 3, right? No, there are 4. But even so, I still get to pick which one I get to upgrade from most of them, and only one of them that I don't like. So, like, there's no contest here. The boom upgrade is better 90% of the time, and that's kind of a bummer. It kind of takes away the aspect of the
Power
roguelike
of the
choice.
gods.
So, you know, that's just a bummer. Let's tango. Let's dance.
Hello, Meg.
You're stubborn, aren't you?
Let's
Maybe
rock.
My whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
Okay, Maggie.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
Let's go.
I'll make you scream.
Ow! Wow, my movement speed is not nearly as good as I thought it was. Ow! What the fuck? That was on me. I don't know why I don't know why I'm...
Damn you, Meg.
I don't know why I'm misjudging so harshly, like, her range. So...
Whoa! Ha! Megra the Fury got you again! She is unstoppable, isn't she? One time, I tried to stop her on the way to have a chat with your dad, and she didn't even turn her head!
My condolences. What's that there? Something from the Fates?
Your father is the same as ever, child.
Bye, Nix.
Well, that's the first time that I don't get anything new. Probably because I didn't even get past Magritte. Damn. Well, that's kinda sad. At least I got my new weapon.
There we go. Varatha, the Eternal Spear. Join my pursuit. What the?
Hit me with that, pal. Nice
Now,
place you got here,
here's
boyo.
Skelly.
Name's Skelly. How's
Skelly.
it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have...
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
Now, I know this is like endgame stuff, but I'm assuming it's like chaos, like the secret god that I can only get by going to the secret portal that costs HP. But that's only a guess at this point. Like, it could be anything really. Another day was Hamere.
spear's due for a little maintenance.
No. See, this is why I like the Daedalus Hammer so much. All those three are like good options that enhance gameplay in different ways.
This should work.
The game has auto aim because it was projected for console releases, and I actually don't mind it. I generally like hate when it takes away agency from the player. However, like you can turn off auto aim if you really don't like it, and I don't really hate it, so I get to keep it. That's the best of both worlds, at least to me. But it was pretty good. Hades is so much better than Dionysus most of the time. It's kind of sad, but and like I don't know how much like my love of a Daedalus Hammer is because I haven't actually gotten every single boon yet, so I don't know that like some boons are super bad and barely playable while others are super broken. Perhaps if I play the game enough, I'll start to like hate how the Daedalus Hammer only has a few really top tier choices and the rest is trash. Perhaps, but even so, the concept of having like meaningful choice in a way that affects your basic combo string, that's way too much value for me to not like it.
Varatha, the Eternal Spear. I thought it lost. Have you any idea how many lives it drank during your father's glory days?
Oh yeah, of course, you know.
Violence.
Not only they react to your weapons depending on, you know, what weapon it is, they also react to each other. If you get a certain chain of gods, they also talk about it. There's so much unique dialogue to get in this game, and I think that's just neat. Of course, the way some of your upgrades affect each other kinda limits your options. Like, I already got an upgrade that made my special super broken, so making it apply Doom as well is just, you know, a cherry on top. There's no way I would like deny it. Because Doom is already good by itself. Having an auto-aimed way to apply Doom consistently is just, like, it's just broken. Like, look at this. Like, it's not even fair. And honestly, that's fine. I don't want fair. I want fun. But like, come on, this is pretty good, right? Ow. Of course, Artemis is here to give me an upgrade that I... Oh, look, it's my guys. They're so fun to fight. Like, they jump away and you have to keep it not only on your toes, but also keep care of the bombs. Some of their attacks, if you get too close and are close to like a wall, they throw on their feet and then jump away, so you have to like follow them. It's super cool. Like, meaningful gameplay to the max. I love this boss.
Anyone else?
Hey, that's the Eternal Spear Varatha, isn't it? Your father used to use that, didn't he? A bit ornate for hunting, but a spear's a spear, is what I like to say.
Use a fucking arrow, my girl. As you can see, the last time I got a boon for my cast, I didn't use it at all, because I hate using cast. So I'm just going to get the dash attack one, and stop trying to pretend that I like using cast. And you know what? I like that the game like is diverse enough in its range of options to accommodate someone so stubborn and flat like me that does not want ranged options for no reason. Like, it's just a preference.
We can use this to unlock a weapon.
Oh.
Let's see. I'll just take this one.
The limit use items are also pretty good. But once again, that's maybe because I don't know which ones are bad and which ones are good yet, or like an absolute sense. Perhaps they are well balanced, perhaps they are not. I need to check that before I make any concrete statements about the system as a whole. But the idea of getting items that only work for a certain period of time, measured in rooms, which gives it a pretty clear like line from where it will be useful to when. You can even count the room you're in, so you can count where the boss is going to come. So like, just in general, it's just a pretty good system, at least on a base level. I can't really talk specifics yet. I'm playing this game more so I can talk specifics, which is weird to record yourself while you're like not knowledgeable at something. That's like so this is like a research stream, right? When someone goes to play a game to research for a video, but I'm not making another video. This is the video. This is so weird. It's such a weird way that I chose to do this. Anyway, as you can see, the stacking booms are a blessing and a curse. They not only limit like you on a run-by-run basis, but they also provide you with extreme fun. So you know, God taketh and God giveth, as they say. So I really want the Fates list as soon as possible. I already got the spear, so I don't really, I'm not really going to change my weapons anytime soon. Not because the other weapons are bad, aside from the, you know, bow. Bows in games like this are generally pretty cringe. Even so, I can't even bring myself to completely say that the bow is bad, but more like, the bow does not play well with my style of gameplay at all, so I'm not picking it. Which is, like, not only much more fair, it's also a testament to how much I think this game is well designed. So yeah. These little enemies that drop bombs, they're just weak enough that I don't think they're bad game design. They're very, oh I love these ones. They're like, they give you 2 booms, but you have to choose one, and then you get to, you know, hear the other god talk shit to you because you didn't give them,
Looks like I've got a choice.
You didn't get them choice. You didn't get them first. So you just simply have to take off, you know. I'm going with Hades this time.
Neutrality was not an option here.
Hahaha. This is broken.
What made you think I'd stand for this from you?
Well, I didn't think you would stand for this. This is like a gameplay mechanic, bro. Sorry.
Yes.
Now, the gods being so petty that they literally start trying to kill you for not choosing them first is like a little much, actually. I like it, but it is very much overkill. Oh, I just died. I didn't even look at my HP down. That's sad. Ow! Okay, this was a lot.
I could keep hunting you until you're dead, but there's too little meat on you to make it worth my while.
You're literally helping me escape, lady. Get a grip.
Time to hunt.
Once again, boom, upgrade system takes away from meaningful choice. Sad. Okay, let me actually concentrate here, because I actually want to get past Megreth this time. She's not that hard of a boss. I'm making a fool out of myself.
Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you run amok in his domain like this.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities.
Of course, ranged options are pretty good.
Didn't work.
See?
Why won't you do
See? Not that hard. And I even got hit a lot. And I didn't even go with full HP. However, part of it is because of the boom upgrade system, making this fight way faster because my Doom effect now dealt 150% damage. And that kinda mattered a lot. So yeah.
Might know what to do with this.
I don't know how much of this is due to my own skill, you know. And that kind of feels bad.
How did you?
Don't
Get
mind me,
mad.
Father.
Stay mad.
Not dead yet.
Since you always lose your coins, you have a vested interest in buying as much as possible. This is also a problem with these quadrants. Unless you think you're going to get like Charon in a run, like there is no reason to save if you have like 150 plus gold
That's the father's
remaining after you buy.
Good.
That's kind of a problem, at least to me, but that's, you know, personal opinion.
Now we're getting somewhere. This place has definitely seen better days.
I like the way, like, wait.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof.
I like the tongue-in-cheek way they justify, you know, having the fire level with the Hell Prince actually do damage to you. And Asphodel in general is a pretty fun design from the map standpoint. Now the map has like more hazards, it plays into your gameplay more. But the enemies on this around here, they suck ass. Like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, they suck incredible amounts of ass. I don't think there's one single new enemy type on this area that I actually liked. And that's not because they're like hard or whatever. As far as remixing to old enemies go, it's pretty cringe. The old booms, they're still fine as base enemies.
Pathetic.
Wait, did I perfect that? That's why he said pathetic? Aw, that's cute. See? So many new things to say in each run. Anyway, where I was at? Oh yeah. The enemy design in this phase, just not cool, man.
Bone rakers.
Bone breakers are fine. One might say this is like spamming, but like The good thing about roguelikes is how much they can allow for different gameplay while keeping the same enemies, the same maps, and the same mechanics. I never did this before. I never got this boon combination before. So I kinda want to just try it out, you know? That's kinda weird to say, but yeah, let's get some Hermes! Hermes is one of the weaker gods. He gives mobility-based abilities, which are useful. They're not bad, but they're hardly like Ares, Athena, Poseidon, you know. Oh fuck.
Gust of air's mark, almost like a batwing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
Now, I like chance-based abilities, but graded evasion like assumes that I'm going to get hit, when ideally I would never get hit. So this is kind of a bad boon, because I'm very, very pretentious about my own ability. So I would never take a boon that's based on whether or not I get hit, you see? Because I'm kind of a prick. So, you know, I'm going to get this, because this is a pretty good boon. I'm pretty sure this is the best, like, Hermes boon by a mile too. And also I'm glad we got it on the first try.
Why, it's the barge of death.
Oh, let's go. I don't like these kaboons like messing with my gameplay, so I just blow them up early. Here on the Barren of Death we have, you know, some more enemies. These blue crystals that protect certain mobs, they're fine, they're basic. Those bone breakers over here that make those, you know, waves, they're kind of bad with super armor. Like, they already had a meaningful gameplay pattern. Slapping super armor on them is kind of a bad design decision, because at least in my conception, super armor is a way to make weak, mindless enemies that you just stun lock to death actually a meaningful encounter, instead of slapping on already meaningful enemies, you know? Like, if an enemy already has a good engaging attack pattern, they don't need super armor in the first place. But that's just me.
Hear me on my authority.
See, another bad one. I'm not getting hit. I'm a god, you see. Oh yeah. I think this boon is pretty bad, but I didn't want to take a boon that, like, assumes I'm going to die or lose health in any way. I mean, why would I do that?
Slam dancers.
These land dancers are pretty broken. I don't like their attack pattern, but without super armor, they're pretty meaningful encounters. With super armor though, and they're kind of like horrible to face. See, he had super armor and he still like provided much more interaction than every single mob in the first area in Tartarus.
To collect. Now what?
Once again, boon upgrade system robs me and everybody that I love of meaningful choice in this roguelike system. I'm going to keep hammering home because on an otherwise flawless system, this is like a pretty big flaw, at least to me.
good.
These little booms over here though, I can like deal with them in Super Mario. Like I get why they have it, because they're more in line with the Tartarus enemies that don't have meaningful interaction if you just stun lock them to death. See?
Good enough to eat.
I don't like that the boom of power doesn't increase my crit chance on Artemis related abilities. That's kind of a huge oversight. Like the whole point that you crit. The whole ass point.
Just what I need.
Once again, no choice because I had a ton of cash, so I just have to buy everything. Even if I don't think it's like a meaningful upgrade, it might come up. So, you know.
Yes.
Time for our second recurring boss fight. I forgot the name. It's the Snake, Serpent, Hydra of Asphodel.
Hello? Great.
This boss is kind of the worst boss in the game by a mile. Like, maybe because I'm like being deliberately opaque about fighting it. Like I'm using range moves and trying not to get close. But it's basically just a bullet hell section, and that's like fine, I guess. Okay. Oh, I already killed most of them? No, I killed all of them! Damn, this boom combination is kinda busted. Like, this fight is, like, generally much harder than this. I say, this fight is generally much harder than this, as I'm literally dying. But, that's true. Like, generally, I don't get away with getting that far, that sloppily, with that bond combination.
I'll get that Hydra.
Well, at least this is progress. Meaningful progress at last.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.